Nation.
DONTAE'S Boxing Nation over here with trainer Don House.
In the house.
First things first, man. How far did you get on Miss Pac-Man?
Pac-Man has you. I think I was up in the first round. I didn't get very far.
Yeah, I came in here. My man was over here playing Miss Pac-Man. It's all good.
Yeah.
All right, now you got a big fight coming up. We're about to talk to you and your man Bermain Stiverne in a minute. But how do you see this fight playing out? It's a tough fight against Povetkin.
Well, you know, it's a tough fight, but, you know, a guy like Povetkin is actually tailor-made for a guy like Berman. You know, one thing he's going to do is he's going to bring us the fight. So it makes the fight easy so we don't have to chase him. Berman is a puncher. He's a good boxer. He got a lot of hand speed, a lot of power. So I see the fight leaning toward our way.
Okay. And the fight is in Russia, right?
Yeah, sometime in Russia. I can't, Yerker, I don't know, some long name in Russia. Yeah, we're over there.
You guys are comfortable with being in his backyard?
Well, you know, Berman is actually betting 1,000% going to people's backyards. You know what I mean? I love him fighting away without the distractions. See, sometimes when you fight at home, you're trying to cater to your friends, your family, but they ain't coming to Russia.
Do you think psychologically when fighters take a L, regardless if it was a domination, a close fight, and they're not used to taking too many L's, it kind of affects them psychologically and it takes them some time to get back to where they were when they felt unbeaten?
Well, you know, the unfortunate part about boxing is if you had an L, then the whole world, you know, chastises you. You know, you can't fight, you know, you're lost. But see, an L builds character, it builds a better fighter. That's how you know if you got a real champion, you know. I mean, you know, when you get a guy with zeros on his end, not that he's not one, but you don't know. How does he do after he loses? That's how you determine who champions are. I mean, Ali was the greatest. He lost 5 fights.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So sometimes an L can take you to the next level.
Exactly. And you guys see a knockout in this fight or just?
Well, you know, we fight over in Russia. You know, we got to hit a home run. You know how the game works. Unfortunately, it's not about fair decisions. And, you know, my thing is, look, take it out of the judges' hands. I'm not taking no chances.
Who are you guys working with and sparring to prepare for it?
We got a couple guys running around. We got a couple guys with speed. We got Marcellus. He's a big boy. He comes at us. We got Raphael out of he's tall. We always use him. So he keeps us sharp. Yeah. So. Okay.
And let me go and ask you about the fights that took place this past weekend. What did you think about Pacquiao's performance?
Man, you know, I thought that Vargas was gonna, you know, give it to him. Well, he did. He did what he had to do, but. You know, Pacquiao's still the man, you know. He's still the man, you know. And
I thought he looked good. I thought he looked good in there.
Pacquiao looked great his last fight against Mayweather.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, where was this Pacquiao for Mayweather? You know, but he looked great.
Yeah, it's hard to do that with Mayweather.
Well, of course, you know, he is Mayweather after all, but you're right, but he looked great. Ever since Mayweather lost, man, this guy been looking like he brand new again.
What do you think is suggested when Mayweather showed up at the fight to watch? He's never showed up to watch Manny Pacquiao fight live, ringside.
You know, champions gotta respect champions, so you know you give him that courtesy, you know. So you gotta take your hat off to a guy like Pacquiao. He's been doing this for a long time. So hey, Mayweather, I'm proud he did. Went out there and take a look at him.
Pacquiao said that he's willing to fight Terrence Crawford at 140. What do you think about that?
Man, now that's a hell of a fight. That would be a good fight. I mean, you know, I never want to make prediction. I'm leaning toward Crawford, but hey, if Manny keeps showing the way he's showing up, man, he raises some hell. You know?
Yeah. So you, like you said, you would lean towards Crawford when it comes to that fight.
Toward Crawford for that one. Yeah.
Charlo versus Williams.
See, that was another one.
Another tough one.
That was another one. Yeah, that's another one.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what's so good about the fight game. We got all these good fights coming up. You know, all these good matches. That's what we look forward to. So, and I really like to go into a fight not knowing. It's the best fight on the planet. You're really not sure.
50-50 fight.
Yeah, I like those. So you. Yeah.
Walters versus Lomachenko.
Man, see, now you're going deep on me. you got a list over there or something? You got them all in there, don't you?
Hey,
see, that's another good fight. See, that's another one. See, Ward and my man, Kovalev. See, I like Ward though, but I'm leaning to an almost Ward boxing. You know, it's a lot of good fights here. You know.
Are you surprised though? I did a poll over here, and I think almost everybody in the whole gym picked Lomachenko to pick Walters. Are you surprised they have it as a landslide like that?
Yeah, but you know, this is boxing, baby. You know how this game works. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. Just, you know, those nights you don't show up, and those nights you do. You know. So,
All right, man. Hey, well, I wish you luck, man.
all right, let me see Berman out there.
Yeah. And we're gonna try to get Berman over here right now.
What's up, man?
What's up, man?
Hey, what's up, big man? See you in a while.
Yeah, my uncle, they didn't let him take that cream on the plane, so he been telling me for the longest, bring me some more cream.
400. They took. No problem, baby. That's our accident. They took 100 bottles from people. You go underneath the plane. Everybody was going on top. They took 100 bottles.
Oh, and you didn't get it back?
I sold it.